Thank you for gracing with us in our PodTalk for leadership in educational sector. Here I have Associate Professor Dr. Yeap Gik Hong with us, who will grace us with his insights on leadership and what are we to look forward into leadership. So, Dr. Yap, thank you for being here. Our first question that I will direct you is maybe you can also put in some insights. Can you share a little bit of experience stepping into the leadership position in the educational sector, and how does it mold you in a way?
Okay. Um, Basically, in terms of leadership, it is not me who actually go and pursue or whatever. It is just being put to me that I will need to kind of like lead the program at first. So I joined here, the institution as a normal lecturer, and then I was asked to actually take up the role as a program leader after 7 months into my role. So at first, when it's being given me the opportunity, I have asked the head of department then, are you sure that I'll be able to help you? And I got the affirmative answer from my head of department then. Then okay, then I said, okay, well, if you think that I can do it, then I will do it. So from there onward, basically, he has the intention to actually start his own business and things like that. So he has the intention to leave the position. So basically, he have put a lot of efforts in molding me and basically guiding me to become the head of department one day when he leave. So of course, during that process, you will have some doubt, some questions and things like that. Why everything being pushed to me and things like that. But at the end of the day, after I have gone through the process and things like that, I believe that I should thank him for that push that he had put on me, the responsibility that he put on me, that I was able to now do almost everything in terms of like teaching. I'm still involved in teaching, guiding the lecturers, and then provide guidance to the students, the parents, the new lecturers, and basically also in terms of the new leaders that we would like to mold or basically to bring up. Yeah, so then I will be able to share my experience with them, and also my experience, my advice, what journey I've gone through, why we have to do this, why we have to do that. Hopefully, they appreciate that. Yeah.
That's great. So you're put into a situation where you have to just take it, and so in the process of doing so, that situation has somehow molded you to the person you are right now, Associate Dr. Yeap Gik Hong. So now, within your years of experience, especially working in UW Malaysia, what is your perspective in regards to what are the characteristics of a effective leader, in a sense, within what you've seen and what you have experienced as leader yourself?
Yeah, I would say education sector is something that we need a lot of passion. If let's say somebody is after the money wise, then it's not something that the education sector is not something that's suitable. Yeah, so why I get into education basically, to me, I would like to contribute to the society where we train up the next generation, where I have been guided during my years of studies, from the way that the teachers have treated me, from during my primary, secondary, even up to my diploma time. as well as my my undergraduate, postgraduate. Basically, all the lecturers have been very, very caring and providing a lot of supports where I'm able to get through all the challenges and in education, in life and things like that. So I would like to continue that legacy. Yeah. So passion is one. Then of course, along the way during the day, then we have gone through the work, the teaching and things like that. We will have some challenges and things like that. So we need perseverance on what we are doing. Keep going. Of course, we will have some situations that we may not be able to solve ourselves. Then that teamwork come into play. And of course, we will also need to ask for help, potentially from our superior, and also basically I do ask question or basically get help from my subordinate and things like that. So I do have a very well supported structure in terms of my program leader, my head of department, my admin, and so on and so forth. Yeah. So at the end of the day, we are here to, I would say, serve the community. Yeah. So it's a serving leadership.
Yeah, serving the community, also building up this new generation of students that will later on go into the industry and sort of, reach new challenges and new heights. So, so teaching and also, being a lecturer or a teacher, maybe they put it in a way that it's a very very noble industry. It's a very noble task, to be doing that, because you also require a lot of patience, and at the same time you require a lot of understanding, putting yourself in, different perspective, people's shoes, and understanding how do we navigate through this, whatever challenges that's going on. So now, I know you talked about the team. I know you talked about, having a great support, having a great team. Team is also a very important aspect of building, and I think in every successful leader, there is a really strong, well knitted team that works together. But now, moving that one closer, or one step closer, is how do you actually communicate with that team, and how what sort of communication do you have with that team, and so far, how has it been with that communication, especially, dealing with a strong team, and having a lot of stakeholders and so on? So maybe you can share some insights on that.
Okay. All this while, I'm not sure when I just returned back to Malaysia, and I've been experiencing what I experienced during my university days. My lecturers, my head of departments, all that, they are very open-minded, and basically they are practicing open door policy. So that's why when I come back and I started my career as the leader and things like that, I keep my office door open. So whenever the lecturers or whoever having some issues or whatever, they can just pop in, just ask and things like that. So most of the time they'll ask whether do you have time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Then I'll say, I've never got time, man. So when you come here, basically I have to spare time for you, and you get your answer. Then you go away and continue my work. Yeah. So with the technology now, they are of course, as much as I like to be, I would like to have face-to-face communication. But because of some issues in terms of we are operating multi-campuses, um, universities and things like that, so we will not be able to meet face-to-face all the time. So we basically also have virtual meetings, WhatsApp or whatever. So any communication channel. So as long as the staff can get to me, then basically I'll try my best to respond as soon as I can.
So you are the person that is available, reachable, and able to be there whenever there is a need. And I do understand the fact that when you say, I'm never free. And if you have a question, you ask me now. Don't ask me if I'm free. Just ask me, and you get the answer, and then we can move forward. I can sort of slightly relate to that situation as well. So now, communication being such an important part or integral part of leadership. What other integral part besides communication that builds up a future leader? So now this is an aspect where we are looking into future leadership. Okay, besides communication being such a well-grounded aspect of leadership, what other important characteristics can our future leaders have? And how do you instill these characteristics in our students per se?
Wow, that's very tough. Well, basically, if let's say taking me as example, I would always, as a leader, we must be able to show the people that following us how to do it. Yeah, so to me, the hands-on skills in anything will be something that every leader must be able to do, because when staff come and get help from us, we must be able to show them how to do it. Yeah, so that's why I have never stopped learning. When we have new system and things like that, I want to get myself involved into it so that I know how to get things done. And of course, there will be advisors that since you are the leader, you do not need to go to the ground level. But to me, you know the operation from ground up. That will be something that very, very important to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So being there at the ground level is as integral part as to a leader as to being at the position where you lead. I think it is very important to know what is happening below, and it is very important to be down to earth and empathizing in those situations that all these problems may occur from. Because I think every situation has its own set of empathetical approach and has its own set of solutions that goes with it. So now moving back into being in UOW Malaysia, right? As an institute, you have seen UOW Malaysia grow, right? As being a pioneer, and also being able to see in the depth of in which it is able to grow. So how do you think these few years have been in comparison to where it was before? So the before and after, when you first started, as we understand, it was KDU University, KDU College, and now we are at a crossroad where we are constantly climbing, and we are reaching to new heights, and we are at UOW Malaysia. So what is your take on this? How do you see yourself from there to now, and what are the
Well, I would say, well, from the journey I joined as a college, then we, after about 4 years, we get into the university college level. And then after another 4 years or so, then we move into a new campus. And then after that, we are being acquired by University of Wollongong, Australia, to be part of the global network campuses and things like that. I would say that we have from college to university college level, we have more authority in the sense that we can now have our own program. We have the degree granting power, so we will be able to do more customized program and things like that to cater for the industry needs. Whereas as the college level, we have to offer the program that we franchise from potentially from UK, from Australia, and things like that, where we have to follow exactly what have been given to us. When come to university college level, we started to have more program into postgraduate and things like that. So that in terms of staff wise, it provided all staff with the career growth in terms of personal development, that we only teach maybe diploma and degree. Now we are moving into a postgraduate level. So that will help the staff to develop their own, I would say, skills, knowledge, and career path into a greater height. So we started to have senior lecturers, we started to have associate professors, and now we are looking forward to some professors that will be promoted very soon. All right. So then, with the opening of the acquisition of University of Wollongong, Australia, now we have our students that can go to have this semester abroad, year abroad, and things like that. That they have a different experience, different perspective. But I believe it will help them in terms of changing their mindset. If let's say we have been just to have our entire education locally in Malaysia, I believe that the mindset may not be the same as the students that have gone through some experience from overseas and things like that, because you will meet with more variety of people in terms of friends, students, or maybe elderly and things like that. And somehow that experience that you have from the foreign country will affect your thinking, your thought, and also the way you carry yourself.
Correct. Indeed, I definitely agree to the fact that, different experience and from different countries builds you culturally, socially, and also gives you the ability to see things in a different perspective, besides just locally. Not saying that being studying locally is not valuable. It is, but it is always wiser to broaden your mind and look into what other countries have. And knowing that UOW, Malaysia always have this industrial partnership, because we have to understand that being able to get the students into the university and also being able to transition them out of the university into the industry is as important, because that is the ultimate final goal, right? So I think, in a way, what you're saying is UOW Malaysia gives you that opportunity for you to transition in and transition out into the industry easily, with the added notion of an international perspective per se, saying that we have various campuses and we will be able to, have various campuses experience and also programs that are offered in various campuses. So now going back to the understanding of this various campuses. So UOW Malaysia alone has UOW in general has how many campuses in worldwide? Because
Okay. Basically, we started with Australia. So basically, in Australia alone, we have 9 campuses. Yeah. Then for the global campuses, we have a campus in Dubai. We also have a campus in Hong Kong. Then in Malaysia, basically we have 3 campuses, but soon we will be consolidating into only 2. Yeah. So Penang, we have 2 at the moment. So by 2026, we will be fully operating from our new Batu Kawan campus alone. Then we have another campus in Selangor. All right. So then, of course, we also have a new campus, just started about 3 months ago in India. Yeah. Then apart from the global campuses, we also have our partner institution. For example, in China, so we are partnering with Central China Normal University to offer a postgraduate program in computing. And also we have our partners in Singapore as well. yeah, PSB, and also Singapore Institute of Management. Yeah, so basically from there we can see that there are a lot of opportunities for students to actually collaborating with all the students from different campuses and things like that.
Yeah, so that is very important. Besides student life, I think the opportunities that is given to students, it's very important. And as leaders in this educational sector, I think they play a very important role in trying to get the connection. They play a very important role to establish this openness and connection within the various industrial players and the various institutes that we have connection with and MOU with. And that's what makes UOW Malaysia so unique in that perspective, right? So now moving back into, moving back into educational leadership in education, what would the advice you would give, for future leaders that would want to take up this position into leadership role? What would that advice be? It could be something that's cocky, it could be something personal. What would that advice be?
Well, the advice that I can give is that when the opportunity arises, take it, and then you learn how to get things done along the way. Most importantly is that you have to have the trust in the leader that giving you this opportunity, and the sincerity that he or she will actually develop you to be the next leader. Yeah, so always to me, I've always been telling the leader that I'm developing, you are welcome to take on my position anytime when you think you are free. Yeah, so I'm not somebody that crazy about power and things like that. Yeah, so in terms of leadership, maybe it's something that I have been doing it for many years, but I'm still enjoying my interaction with students, coaching them from competition. Let's say we think back on the few years that I just started, I have been the Grab driver. So during one of the convocation that the student have well, tell me as their Grab driver to bring them for competition and things like that. Yeah. So that is something that I'm still enjoying doing it. It's just that when at the current position, I'm not able to do that as much as I would like it to be. Yeah. So if somebody can take over me, then I go back and I do some of this kind of things, then it will be something that I think I may be looking forward to.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. Well, I think I like that openness that you have, that, if you're free. I think it's more that if when you are ready, you can take over. It's not when you're free, because since you're never free, when you're ready, you can take over the position. I think, I don't think anyone would be say, hey, I'm ready, so give me the position per se. But I think it's more of, like I said, your superior had just pushed you in there and say, no, go do it, I think you can do it, and just to dabble, and now you are where you are because of your superior. And I think that says a lot of that says a lot in aspects of how you grow and how you take the challenges and how you've molded those challenges to various situations to be in a leadership role right now. So thank you very much, Associate Professor Dr. Yeap Gik Hong. And and what is that one thing you wish to say before I close this? One thing that you wish to say to students that are currently enrolled in UOW, or currently looking into getting themselves enrolled in UOW Malaysia, students from other countries. What would that one thing that would be that you want to share and you would want to impart on them?
Well, I would say that in terms of study, you should be choosing the program or the area that you are most interested in. All right. So if you are interested in that particular area, when you face with any challenges, you will find ways to overcome those challenges. If you are being or somehow being forced into taking any of the courses or program that you don't like, then whenever you face some challenge or issues and things like that, most probably you will give up. Yeah, so so basically that my advice to the students. And of course, tertiary education, not only in terms of academic, but also in terms of building your character, your leadership skills. So I always will encourage the students to not only focusing on academic, but also join competition, any opportunities that you're given to actually attend any of the seminars, workshops and things like that, go for it. And of course, if let's say you can take up the leadership role within a society, sports clubs and things like that. So that is the opportunity for you to actually having the safe environment to fail, because there will be your teacher advisor, your lecturers, maybe your head of department, your head of schools and things like that, that will be able to provide the guidance for you, how even if you fail. Yeah, basically they will be able to give you the support and to bring you up from your failures and things like that. Yeah, so most importantly is learn from the failure, learn from the mistake, and don't repeat it. That's
Excellent. So use the platform that the university provides in order to build up your young career. And also, I think that's an important part to take note is the passion. With passion, when you build a career with passion, everything becomes possible. Nothing becomes impossible, because with that passion, you will be able to do the extra mile. Thank you very much for this opportunity with us, Dr. Yeap Gik Hong, and we'll see you again.
sure, my pleasure. Thanks.